On the Judgment Day, we've got this faction that has emerged as one of the top acts, and the transformation they went through with Edge, and really wasn't going nowhere to kick Edge out. You got them not comedic, but they just look like they're having fun. Okay, they're cheating heels. They're playing the whole numbers game. Dominic Mysterio, everybody's hating on him because he's just a little prick, and they give him a belt, the NXT North American title. Rhea Ripley's the world champion in the women's, and then Damian Priest gets this Money in the Bank, and I was wondering how they were going to go with it. Well, they're going to step further by putting the tag titles on him and Finn, so they've got all the gold. And now you got JD McDonough in there, and is there jealousy with Finn and Damian? There's so many different ways you can fantasy book this, and again, this is a good thing when you've got several different outcomes that you can fantasy book, especially a faction. Then you're like, okay, so I am invested in this because you're thinking about it. So there's different ways they could go. Damian Priest can turn babyface. Finn and JD can maybe screw him out of him trying to cash in the Money in the Bank. They've got the tag time. There's just a couple different ways they could go. Or maybe Damian stays with them and they turn on Finn. I don't know. It's just different things. But it's interesting. And again, this is what you need to do with the heel faction. They did it with the Bloodline. They did it back in the day with the Horsemen. They even did it with the NWO. Evolution. That was another one. The Turmoil with Randy Orton, then Batista. But all of them, the other thing they did, when you've got a dominant heel faction, they need gold. They need some belts. And that's the thing. Arn Anderson has said the one good thing that kept the Horsemen involved in all these different storylines was centered around Ric Flair having the world title. And then if for some reason he lost it, then somebody else might have the TV title, or they had the tag titles. They were always holding belts to what made them evolve into these different storylines.
If you enjoyed that clip, you can click in the link in the description or in the comments and hear the entire episode on Spotify, Amazon, Google, Apple, wherever you get your audio listening pleasure. And you can hear what else I have to say about how WWE and AEW Factions need some turmoil. So be sure to click on the subscribe button, like, share, do all that kind of stuff. We appreciate every bit of it. All right. Until next time, there's the real truth, then there's the heel truth.